Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a angel message reading. Let's take a look at which angel would like to contact the collective and see what energies, insight, messages that these angels want to share with us. This is a timeless reading and please take what resonates. I hope you receive the insight, solutions, answers, and clarity that you need through this reading. With that said, let's get right in. And my apologies for not posting as much lately. There has been a couple of developments. I can't say too much right now, but definitely for the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a whirlwind. So I'm going to probably be back to be more stable around maybe beginning of the summer. Yeah, which is not too far. So please bear with me. And there's plenty of readings for you to choose if you're looking for some type of insight or guidance. All right. Oh, it's so funny. I was looking at this card earlier. So the angel that that is contacting us is Kerubiel, card 33. So this card is very it's a lot. We got 4 heads on one body. So, usually angels don't look, quite, how can I put it, humanly all the time. They're going to look a little more that saying be not afraid, because they know they are like, yeah, we're a lot to look at, aside from like getting your eyes burned out at the same time. Anyway, let's see what Kerubiel has for us. What messages? Card 33 could be significant for you. I know that's like Jesus's um age when he got crucified. It's definitely a holy number. Excuse me. One of the heads of the mighty cherubim angels, Kerubiel, is a powerful archangel. Unlike the classical pictures of chubby flying babies, cherubs actually have 4 faces: that of a lion, an eagle, an ox, and a human, which points to each of the 4 directions on the compass. The name cherubim means wisdom, and Kerubiel's name specifically means the flames which dance around the throne of God. When experiencing a meeting with this force of an angel, there was a huge golden talons, like those of an eagle coming down from above. Physically fearing sheer weight of this this person is describing how they're like were in contact with this being. So it looks like in this book, this person is kind of going into a description of how they physically felt they were contacted by the cherub. Give me a second. Okay, let me skip on to this. Like a cosmic lighthouse, he calls forth peace and light and sends out in all directions. He uses his flames to ignite the highest heights of wisdom and knowledge within us. And he is here to help everyone on the planet to awaken and ascend. So when I was actually reading through this, what this card kind of reminds me of was the Wheel of Fortune. So in the wheel, we have the ox, the eagle, the lion, and the head. We have the Leo, Taurus, Virgo, and oh my goodness, what was the other fixed sign? I know I should know this by now, but I always get mixed up with the fixated with the mutuals. Anyway, aside from that, bear with me also. I am like dealing with allergies and all sorts of things. But yes, what I got from this card was like a heavy, like, Wheel of Fortune presence. So for a lot of you, I'm also sensing like there is something turning in your life. And it seems that this angel is asking you to kind of start paying attention to whatever twists or turns that are coming into your life. Also, I think with this card, a lot of you are about to have like a really powerful download, or you are going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Brain, get it together. A lot of you are going to have a contact of a really powerful angel. This could be physical, or this could be in the spiritual or in your dreams. Now, for the message of this, do not delay. The time has come to share of your light. Be unafraid to speak your truth, for there are many who will benefit from your message. So, a lot of you are going to be having some type of connection or contact with a very powerful angel, because it seems like for some of you in the collective, there is an angel that knows that whatever you're saying or whatever you're trying to say needs to be pushed a little bit further out. There's a message that a lot of you have, I guess, kept inside that needs to be addressed. And then going back with this energy of the Wheel of Fortune, it feels like there's going to be one of these angels, including Cherubiel, that is going to be kind of churning things or events to, in a way, to help you align to what you need to say or what you need to share. Why do I feel very like tipsy turvy right now? I don't know what's going on. Maybe for some of you in the collective, your energy could be feeling off. I know it's not just only me. I know, like, I mean, aside from the chaos of the world, there's definitely still some planets retrograding and moving about and around. So maybe for some of you, you are trying to find some type of balance. Maybe that's also why you haven't shared your message yet, because you are feeling an imbalance, and that's probably why this archangel is coming in to start constructing some type of pathway or some type of direction for you to regain the balance, to regain a foundation for yourself, that you're going to feel comfortable to speak out on whatever issues or messages that you need to share. Because what you have to say is important and it needs to be spoken out. But I do see that you're going to need some type of assistance and guidance. And for a lot of you, definitely making contact with one of these angels or archangels. For some of you, I'm also being told you might want to look into the cherub energy and look at into those type of angels. For some of you, you could be descendants of that specific lineage of angels. But let's go into more detail with the panther. Oh, that's way too many. A lot of I'm being told right now, for a lot of you, you really need to speak your truth. It is in this timeline that we're in right now, it is important that your truth comes out, so that way certain energies can start moving. Like, whatever, your words are going to trigger some type of movement, whether physically, mentally, spiritually, or physically within people. Right, take a sip of water. All right, first card I have is Daydream. Optimism, illusion, delirious. For a lot of you, the first energy that I was picking up from this Daydream card was This is how you're going to receive the download or the contact with this archangel or with one of the cherubs or any of these angels that you're working with. They're going to come to you through a daydream. I'm being told when you daydream, make sure it's a peaceful daydream. I kind of feel like maybe for some of you, you catch yourself in a daydream where you're like maybe in fighting mode. You're like, how can I put this? Like maybe for some of you, you tend to more fantasize about like defeating the enemy, having a whole army, and just like wiping them out. Spirit is saying you kind of need to like take a break from that and have more peaceful daydreams. That way, this energy or this download can come and reach to you. You'll be surprised. You could be having the most chill day, and it will be the loudest voice that you will ever hear in your mind that is going to give you a specific word or direction or even an image or some type of image or visual that is going to trigger you to start doing something. So when you're having a daydream, make sure that they're peaceful. Next I have is luck. Jackpot, fortune, reward. I feel like a cherub or one of these archangels, as they are delivering this message or download to you or making contact with you, that they're letting you know that once you begin the steps for you to take to start speaking your truth and your mind out, you will be divinely rewarded. There is going to be reward for your contribution to society, or I guess for the angelic society. I mean, yes, there are also going to be physical rewards too within this world, but I'm sensing more strongly like spiritual rewards from like the angelic society. I don't know why that word kind of keeps popping into my head now. I guess kind of going back to what I was saying, like for some of you, you are descendants of certain, I guess, realms or groups of angels. So when you embark or continue doing these, um, whenever you're doing spiritual awakening, either if you're starting or getting really into it, you're doing your research, there are rewards that will come from it. Next, I have is hesitation, decision, confusion, worry. Ah, okay, allergies are acting up. Hold on. I don't know, but I have to keep this window closed because if not, I am going to suffer with the pollen. Hesitation, this is an energy that doesn't belong to the collective or to the angels. I feel like this is an energy that's going to come in to try to sabotage you. Because again, you are being tasked to deliver some type of message to the world, and it's going to be very powerful. And there are going to be forces that are going to try to intimidate you or scare you into being silent, hesitant, like, are you sure you want to say that? Because if you do, you're going to get A, B, and C upset, or you're going to get canceled. Spirit is saying don't worry about the hesitation. Hesitation is at this point of the enemy. Like, of course, measure your words and know what you are saying and say it with grace and with truth and power and compassion. But don't allow the fear of speaking out hold you back from saying your truth. Basically, don't allow fear to control what you have to say or do. And then last, I have fury, offense, madness, unpleasantness. So this was an interesting energy I was kind of picking up here. I was picking up on two energies, the energy of the sabotaging. So there could be a demonic force that is kind of lingering around, again, trying to sabotage you. But I also see this fury energy coming from the cherubs. And this kind of feels like an energy of, I want to say, of impatience. I feel for some of you, you guys have a couple of cherubs that have been waiting for you to speak out on something, and they're getting frustrated because it's like You need to be doing this right now. Like, this is the time. What are you waiting for? Like, don't be scared. Don't be shy. Hurry up. Like, come on, spill it out. Get it over with. Just say it with your chest. But yeah, I kind of sense there is some type of frustration from the cherubs because they're like, we're trying to do something, but we need, the people we sent down to earth to cooperate and do their part. And not everyone is doing their part. There's a big interference, and we can only do so much. You also have to do your part yourself. We're just asking you to speak your truth. I mean, it's easier said than done, angels, considering the climate that we are in right now. But regardless of the fact, it is important that you still speak your truth. I will go into more detail with this card, with the tarot, because it's a very interesting energy. All right, let me get two more. Okay, a lot of fire energy. Yeah, basically a lot of fire energy. You could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have these energies in your chart. Oh, wow. So, okay, we got heavy energy here. We got three major arcana, excuse me. So, with Daydream, I have the Knight of Wands. So, yeah, it's definitely a message here that needs to be delivered, and they're like ready to deliver this right now. It's like as soon as your energies and your mind is at calm and at ease, then they'll be able to send down this message or this insight like that. Like that. So, yeah, with this Knight of Wands, it's like they are ready to deliver, but you have to be in a certain state of mind in order to receive it. So I'm being told to to stress that out. Have a calm state of mind in order to receive this energy. Now, next with luck, I have the Strength card here. So, going back to what I was saying with the luck and the angelic society, again, they wish to deliver these riches, rewards, fortunes to you. It's to strengthen whatever foundation that you have in this world. And like I said, if you do your part in whatever message or mission that the angelic society is trying for you to do, take it up so that you can receive these rewards. It's going to continue helping on whatever mission that you're doing and stabilize whatever energies that have been unstable around you. Because I do feel like for a lot of you, you want to speak up on something, but perhaps you don't have certain resources or the right platform, or not even like the full like visuals, not visuals, the full picture of what you're trying to discuss. You probably do feel like you need to be a little bit more educated in what you're trying to speak of. And that is totally fine, but you need to start somewhere. It could be like something maybe simple, maybe minuscule, and from that, spirit will grant you the strength to grow it into something bigger and stronger. I'm going to pull an extra card for this strength, though. But whatever you need to do it so it can become stronger. You got to start off somewhere. Way too many. Very nice. So with the strength and luck, I have the magician. Kind of going back to what I was saying with the resources. They are going to give you everything that you need and more to come once you begin speaking your mind and speaking in your truth and in your power. Spirit knows you don't have everything that you need right now, but they need to see that you're making an effort and show them that you are willing to do this work. You are willing to put your voice out there and stand in your strength and in your truth. When you do that, you will receive everything that you need in order to continue to become stronger in whatever you do or whatever you speak. Excuse me. Now, with hesitation, I have the Emperor here. So we got Aries energy. So here, again, this feels going back to the energy of this demon of sabotage, of hesitation. This is this hesitation is delaying your power, or it's delaying your position of power. Because for a lot of you, with this Emperor card here, your words hold power. Your words hold a strong position in whatever situation that you are dealing with. But with this hesitation energy, it's this force that again is kind of delaying, um excuse me, it's delaying for you to stand in this energy. Because yeah, already a lot of you are already in this Emperor energy. Like this Emperor position is already yours. But do you want it? Do you accept it? Do you claim this? If you do, speak out. Speak on it. Claim it. Accept it. I claim my power. I claim my divine position. I claim my divine role in what needs to be done. Yes, I'm being told right now you need to claim your divine role in this situation of wherever you are. Let me get an extra card on this Emperor. I feel there's something else in here. Oh my goodness, so many cards. All right. With the Emperor, I have the Two of Pentacles. So it kind of goes back with this hesitation energy. It's like I kind of feel that it's like you don't want to be stepping over people, but also at the same time, you are not anyone's doormat. Maybe for some of you with this Emperor and this Two of Pentacles, I feel like you are kind of scared to speak out because you don't want to upset certain people. But this is really kind of this energy of establishing boundaries and knowing what you're going to allow in your life and what you don't want to allow. Again, you are in this Emperor position. You have the power to say what you allow in your life and what you don't want in your life. No one can force you to have things, people, or situations that you don't wish to have in your life. If you don't wish to be in a certain environment, no one can force you to be in it. Yeah, they might try to manipulate you and try to make you feel a certain way or confuse you into making you stay in this environment or situation. But at the end of the day, you have the power to walk away or to close that off. Of course, find balance, but again, don't be a doormat and don't allow yourself to step over people as well. Now, last with Fury, I have the Justice card here. So I feel again this kind of like erratic energy that's coming from the sheriffs. They're basically like, can you hurry up so we can do our part? And so with this Justice energy, They're trying to correct something within your reality that needed to be corrected a long time ago. And they are getting impatient because it's like the longer you delay this, the longer you're delaying this justice, this balance that needs to be restored in order for certain things to take effect. It's kind of like once you do your part, you will start a domino effect. And that's kind of what they're waiting to do. This justice card feels like a domino effect, but you have to initiate it. And let me get one more card for this justice card. Because, yeah, it's like, again, with this sheriffs or any of these archangels, they're ready to do their part, but they need you to be in this emperor energy. They need you to claim your position, claim your power back, claim whatever divine position or role that you have taken. Now, with justice, I have the Five of Cups. Oh, okay, Spirit, that was kind of harsh, but I gotta say it like it is. All right, something told me like, it was an energy just told me like, they're getting furious over your pity party. These angels and archangels and cherubs, they don't want to see the tears anymore. They need you to take action. It's like, do you want to keep crying or do you want this to be corrected? Like, how long are you going to cry about it? Like, do you want to be in the tears forever when there's an option to correct the situation? Of course, feel what you need to feel because we're all human. We have emotions. Cry the tears out. Feel sad. Feel whatever you need to feel. But at the same time, give yourself the grace and I guess the time, and then begin whatever changes or actions that the angels and archangels are trying to communicate for you to do, because they see that wrong has been done to you. But if you're not taking any action on correcting it, they can't do anything about it. Yes, they could try to, wipe away your tears as much as they can, but they're going to get frustrated at some point. And I feel like for some of these angels and these cherubs, especially, they're getting tired of wiping away your tears. They're like, we're not meant to wipe away your tears. We are meant for you to ascend and become a better version of yourself. And we can only do so much in this, state that you're in. So you're doing an injustice not only to yourself, but to your angels and to your guides. So let this be a wake-up call for those of you that are dealing with, horrible situations or in bouts of depression, that your angels are ready to uplift you and work with you and correct whatever wrongs that have been done. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Something telling me it's like they're ready for you to boss up. They're ready for you to be that bad bitch position, take control and take command of what's happening so then they can go after whatever these energies, like this hesitation that has been, messing with your energies and with your emotions and your mind. They're ready to take action. They just need you to stop crying and, get back into your power. Now, with that said, let's wrap up this reading with some final messages from the clone. See what the clone has to say. Oops, that's way too many. Way too many, Spirit. It's like this ain't just cherub. It's like cherub. It's like, I have 4 heads. I could literally scare your enemies away, and you're just here, questioning, if what you're saying, if what you have to say is going to hurt someone's feelings, or, you're sad because you said something and someone took it the wrong way. They didn't understood your message. Like, let me clear that up. But you got to be in the position and direct me to where that needs to be cleared up. Like for a lot of us, we have to realize, like, the angels are not always just chilling and vibing. They're hard work. There's a lot of angels that fight, that heal, that do research, try to continue to stay connected to humanity. They're just not sitting in the clouds and playing harps and drinking ambrosia. They're like, come on, guys, we got to get our shit together. In that energy. So, first, we have the dark. So this card here is kind of giving me this energy with the Five of Cups. Like, again, maybe for some of you, you're going through like the dark night of the moon. You're going through like a dark situation, and you're probably trying to figure out where the source of light is. It is within you. With this dark card here, there's a reminder that when you don't see the light in the situation, be the light in the situation. It's kind of also reminding me with this Emperor energy. When you are surrounded by the darkness, remember the power within you, the power that you hold within yourself, the strength for you to move forward and carry on. It's within these dark times we realize the power and what we are made of. And then last, we have the sand. So here we are shifting, excuse me, we're shifting a lot of energies within the collective. We're going into new environments that may be unfamiliar, that may be a bit hostile, but we will master these new energies or whatever energies that are coming in to try to dominate humanity or trying to dominate you. Hold on one second. I don't know, something telling me the sense of time. Okay. I don't know why this popped into my head for some of you. Maybe you were playing Prince of Persia, The Sense of Time, or something like it. If you go and decide to play one of the Prince of Persia games, there could be some type of hidden message for you to look into. So that might be, resonate with some of you. But yeah, okay, well, I haven't heard that game in a while, so that's interesting. Now, all right, but aside from that, with the sand card here, do expect a lot of changes coming in fast, especially with the Knight of Wands, receiving a lot of insight or some type of divine message or download, and making sure that you work with it or you incorporate it within your like day-to-day task. Give me another minute. I also feel like there's some type of tricky energy with this sand card here that is going to try to shift something that you don't see it or you're going to miss out. I believe it's in work with this hesitation. So please pay attention to whatever energies that are trying to speak to you or to contact you, because this hesitation energy is really trying hard to make you miss on whatever messages that these divine energies are trying to send to you. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insights and messages. I would definitely appreciate it and will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my messages. I hope my readings are giving you the insight and messages that you need on your spiritual journey. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. So my collective, get in contact with whatever divine energies that you're dealing with, especially those for you that are working with the cherub energy. Take heed of having the peaceful thoughts and calm mind so then you can receive this download. Be wary of the hesitant energy because that energy is there to cause delay and blockage and for you to stand in your own power. And don't allow your tears to rob you of the justice that the divine is ready to serve. Do your part. You gotta slap your own ass and get to it. Have you ever heard that phrase? But yeah, slap your ass in the most positive way, of course, because again, there are a lot of angels and guides that are ready to do right by you, but they need you to be in your role or in your position of power in order to do so. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.